All right, everybody. It's about that part of the show. We like to celebrate the culinary arts here every week at the Dirty Jaren Poetry Show. Sometimes it's a wonderful volunteer that agrees to bring some food that we can all sample and taste that culinary goodness. But when someone doesn't volunteer, our snack time queen has got you because she's got love for the show and she's got love for all of y'all. Tonight, that love comes in the form of bacon mac and cheese balls. They're fried. They're definitely not vegan. If you want to volunteer snack time, talk to her. She's pretty, and here's a song that goes with it. There goes snack time at the Jaren. Woo, snack time at the Dirty Jaren. Mac and cheese and bacon balls tonight. There goes snack attack. Snacks, never wreck. Come on, snack attack. Oh my God, the one snack attack. That's snack time. At the DIRTYGERUND. You and me party every Monday night with Emily Moriarty. At the Jaren. Forget about that time where Andrew is gonna bring you some sacks to go sacks attack. Sacks, never wreck. Yeah, sacks attack. Oh my God, sacks comes after snacks. That's snack time. Dirty Jaren. Oh man, that was a good snack. I haven't had it yet. But after I get off this mic, I'm gonna grab some, taste a little bit, put them in my mouth like. You got it? That's how it goes. Why I gotta sing all the time? Matt can sing just fine. Wrap it up now. The Snack Time Dancers. Yeah. It looks a lot like the robot, but I assure you, it is a dance that I've made up myself. Make some noise for everybody having that amazing, awesome snack time. Yeah. Holy crap, that was lovely. Well, I haven't had one yet, but I see happy faces, so that means
it's great.
All right. You know what's also great? It's our next open mic performer.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what to say about this man, except that every time he shows up, it is a good night. And I mean that. And, the Bobby Gibb roast is next week, y'all. Coming up next to the mic, I'm gonna have to go, where's Nick?
I think he went out for a butt.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, well,
Hey, we threw a fucking birthday party for you. I'll be outside smoking butts. Fuck you. Quick impression. This is Nicholas Earl Davis's Guardian Angel. Well, that was his first Guardian Angel. He's not employed with the firm anymore. Coming up next to the stage, the silver-haired fox, the elder of this fucking tribe, makes some noise for Jeff Tanner!
Oh my, all them kisses. You think it was my birthday? Oh boy, you couldn't give me enough kisses to catch up to my age. We're gonna start one way tonight, but we're gonna end up another, so don't worry. Don't worry at all. America, where art thou? On a porch rocking, a body from a Mississippi town dangling. Another Ferguson black man shot before the white sun. A Latino barbed wire hung, a warning. The Corpus Deal, Las Vegas secret sign, where Congress and Senate enjoy book rallies. Nuremberg, you are not dead. Your huge flag stamped with a black wheel time swirls still from Wotan's unholy eye. A blood wave sea yet feeds that imperial island. We wash ourselves in red guilt, somehow smell better than bishops in their pink dresses. America, where art thou? From what balcony do you swoon as your drones destroy for oil? Your soldiers return in pieces, boxed up, or shattered mind encased. America, where art thou? By the last dying water pool, tree, wolf, whale, beehive, lark, lost child squeezed from the superior race. The last deal sealed with a dagger that needs to murder to feel adorable, good, holy. America, America, where art thou? I can't find you. If ever I could find the real you.
Yeah!
Thank you. I told you we'd end on another note. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
Priorities.
Yes. This isn't a slam contest, so I can use a prop. Cheers to Nick! Nick, where is he? Bending over, of course. No. Don't take that. Let's start again. Cheers to Nick the Burpee Boy, aging as a sloshy night grows younger. Cheers to the Gerrans! And the Gerrans are the cheek. The Gerran I given up for present tense, though I could use a little effing.
Yeah!
But, wait, at my age, a birthday will do. I need something youthful. Happy! Fucking happy! Yeah! So, listen, light the candles, cut the cake. Listen, I'm tired of the crap. Let's happy birthday! Happy birthday! Nick!
Give it up for the band! For the band!
You got that, Nick? That's about as good as it's gonna get.
I'm a burpee. Don't tell him that!
Here's a quick impression of Nick's second guardian angel. He did what? You can't. You're not. I quit. Thank you. More great guardian angel jokes to come. But right now, we're probably gonna get a little sweet right now because our next reader can't be anything else but fucking sweet. And she looks sweet, and she makes sweet snacks, and right, and she doesn't always step to this microphone, but when she does, it's for a goddamn good reason. So make some crazy noise for your snack time queen, Miss Emily Morielli!
Alright. I am not good at writing jokes, so I figured I would just butcher one of Nick's poems.
That's what he always
What? It's already been done. It's already been done.
like the first time.
Alright.
You said you're not good at jokes.
When you first sat on my face, I'm pretty sure it was to make me shut the fuck up.
Hey!
Wrapping your legs around my head, I was worried for a moment because I didn't have dental insurance. It didn't stop us. I felt like I was drowning in your lovely. I never felt like more of a man. You felt like you had swallowed the sun, the warmest woman I've ever known, radiating free-form joy down my lips. We fell into each other like tents built in summer thunder. In the morning, you left to catch your train before I woke up, leaving behind a quarter bottle of ginger brandy on the bedstand, scattered stanzas on the floor beneath tossed-aside sheets. How did you not expect me to fall for you like inhibitions in a stranger's hands? And now, it's official. I've missed you longer than I actually knew you. Facebook chat is a piss-poor excuse for pillow talk, your name jitterbugging on frequencies somewhere between choir bells and filthy fantasy. You in my dreams with me, we are dressed in sandpaper formal wear, going to the ball to teach all the delegates of delicate a thing or three about rough. A new dance we create, a way to get a few things off our chests, mostly clothes, being twisted to ropes and blindfolds. In my dreams, you grow till you stare down at me like Statue of Liberty. The greatest view may be from your eyes, but I will gladly take the visage from beneath. As you use my jaw like a confused electric chair, life hovering between us, a vibrant, vibrating monument to lust, hope, and lost opportunities. Reversing roles from the waking world, now I am the traveler gone hungry, my mouth's most wise teeth flooded by all this wet euphony. Tell my tongue, do whatever it takes to keep that taste around. In my dreams, you are simply around. The bottle of brandy is full. You have no train to catch. The stanzas stretch into poems. You have no train to catch. The sheets still tossed aside. We are folded into each other, letting the dawn be the blanket to our overheated nudity. When I wake up, though, shake off the dreams and greet reality. My cell phone sits in my pocket in last night's trousers. Someone who wasn't you removed. I should call you. I am probably not going to call you. I wouldn't know what to say. A cell phone is a piss-poor excuse for an embrace. So, rockstar girl, you will stay in my dreams. I couldn't think of a more fitting place for you to be.
You know, after 2 years as a high school speech coach, I've learned that if you just choose to enunciate and project calmly the words, that it almost sounds like a poem. And that's a Nick Davis poem, and for the first time ever, that sounded like a goddamn poem. It's amazing. It's amazing. This roast hasn't started yet, people. It's not even started yet. I'm just saying the things that we're saying. We got one more performer this half of the open mic before we start the roast. This is his last duty before he quits the show. We got a little thing. We don't like to charge a cover here on Monday nights, but
Why not?
I heard that they're how do I describe them? They're whack. I agree. Cover charges are whack. We will never charge you to hang out with us on Monday night. But we do love support for the community, so we can tip out the band, so we can tip out the closing act tonight. Danny Phantom is going to close out the show with the Vanguard. We got a song for this too. money in the bucket.
The money in the bucket.
Oh yeah, the bucket.
The money in the bucket.
It's that time of the bucket.
Put the money in the bucket. Oh, the bucket. Put the money in the bucket.
All night long. Put the money in the bucket. All night long.
Put the money in the bucket.
All night long.
The money in the bucket. The money in the bucket. The money in the bucket.
All night long. Take the money out of your pocket or your purse and you put it in the bucket. It's really not a hard concept.
Put the money in the bucket.
Oh yeah, the bucket.
Put the money in the bucket.
One time the bucket. All night long. Put the money in the bucket. All night long. Put the money in the bucket. All night long. Take it out of your pocket. Put it in the bucket. You say I'm broke and we say fuck it. All night long. All night long. That's right, everybody. The bucket a little lower now. The bucket a little higher now. All night long. As we sing our That was the Money in the Bucket song. If you ever want another chorus of that, all you gotta do is put more money in the bucket. Gigi, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Long time. We got one more performance of this open half before we get to business. She's one of our newest readers on the mic, and we really enjoy her work. I don't know if she's gonna roast Nick because she just strikes me as a really sweet lady, and you haven't known Nick that long, so I wouldn't really, but really you don't need to know him for very long. Please make some noise for Johanna.
Actually, Nick.
Yes?
I might be the only person being nice to you tonight. You get to choose. Do you want to hear a couple of crazy love poems or a social injustice poem?
Crazy love.
All right.
I always choose it, no matter how many times I'm told not to.
I should have known. So yeah, but let's make it like really fucked up and dissonant. Okay. All right. I'm failing at the microphone today. Okay, so I've been writing like Mad Woman for the last week. I've got like a bazillion new poems. I don't know where they're coming from, but all right. You hold my fragile heart with a grace I can't find on my own. Lost and afraid, but you see only my strength. Here, hold this for me. A tiny vial of silvered glass, it's nearly empty. Precious drops leak from a faulty stopper. My faith in myself spills on barren ground, one drop at a time. I can't be trusted with the last of it. But you know the secrets of replenishment. With a belly full of laughter and pure love in your pocket, faith comes along for the ride. A constellation of comfort, courage, and confidence corral me. The pure goodness of your soul seeps from your shining eyes, and I begin to breathe again. You see me truly, beyond the mundane so-called reality, beyond what my feeble eyes can see. You kiss the tissue skin that cloaks my eyes in a brutal amnesia. You help me remember myself and hold me close till I can see again. Alright, that was the sappy one. Okay.
That's the best I'm gonna feel all night.
Awesome. Well, wait. So, and this one's really short. It's called Poem Number 49. I promise I'll still love you, even when I know better. When I am a learned poet, I'll praise your uncouth brilliance, genius arisen from ignorance, inspiration that needed no education, and truths painted with impudence. I'll humbly submit that I did all of my best work at the beginning, when I wasn't thinking so hard or worried about impressing anyone. So what if you weren't a classic beauty according to some dusty rules? You spoke raw truths with a wild beauty that stole my heart. How could I not love you forever?
I want to hug
Music. There's such a thing as roast music. All right, enough of this cutesy shit. We're here. I see some faces here that aren't always here on Monday nights, so I'd like to say that y'all are here for the poetry, but I think we're really here to begin something that kind of started, when he was born. If you think about it, his life is a roast, and God is the master of ceremonies, or lack of God, depending on what you think about that. But Nick's cholesterol is so high that...
How high is it?
Is that I think you should go to a doctor. I'm really worried. I really think that you're not leading a healthy lifestyle.
I'm not.
That's not, it's not a joke. Thanks for dropping the band thing. Comedians, do any of you guys want music?
Just to put up books.
I don't know how to start this. Maybe I'll throw down on a few jokes. I actually need the list. Thanks, Nick. You're super helpful, as always. So this is Nicholas Earl Davis, right here. He is sitting. He is gonna sit here and take it.
Keep your shirt on, Nick.
If someone wants to get him a drink, that's totally cool.
You're cut off. Where are my cutoffs today?
Nick Davis loves poetry and the ladies and certain kinds of cactus and certain cuts of marbled aged beef and minor league baseball mascots and mannequins dressed as Power Rangers. Halloween Outlet is a scene in September. It's bad news. Nick's poetry is just a transcribed form of road rage. The boy can't even get published at Kinko's. The Academy of American Poets have, they've labeled his sonnets as so nots, is what they've renamed them. If his poems were any drunker, he'd try to fuck them. If Nick Davis's poems were any crazier, he'd try to ask to marry them. No nonsense? Really? That's one of Nick's poems. More like no sense. You take out the non in the middle and it's no sense. They're really just heroin addict withdrawal fever dreams that he remembers somehow.
Take that, girls.
I told him one time, repeatedly actually, that he needs to work on his craft. So he went to Michael's and bought pipe cleaners and cotton balls and glitter, and then he ate all the paste, and so that's how that worked out. I don't know, I'm not a comedian, but you don't have to be to roast Nick. We couldn't get Patton Oswalt to return our tweets, which is weird because that's all he does. So instead, we've gathered some of our favorite voices from the local scene. We're going to kick things off with a man that knows this man for a long, long time. From I'm talking like Java Hut days. I'm talking like band days. I'm talking about like
Oh, fuck.
days before I even met him. Please make some noise for your first roaster, Cowboy Matt Hopewell.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, a pat on the butt.
Surprise.
So, Alex, hosting a poetry reading with Nick. That's a great idea. For those of you who don't know, I once tried to host a poetry reading with Nick, and he showed up 2 months late. That is not a lie. And I basically learned how to host a poetry reading real quick. So thanks for that, Nick.
You're welcome.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So, I caught myself shaving today. That's funny stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty funny when you can. Well, anyway, some of you would call that a shaving nick, right? And that's my only bad pun in the roast. I was being really good tonight. Bad pun, shaving Nick Davis. Just give it to me. Just laugh for me, please. A groan is as good as a laugh. But you know, it's really fitting because that actually reminded me that I'm supposed to be here tonight. I said, shaving Nick Davis, right. And it's fitting that I would associate with Nick Davis with pain. Because Nick has caused me a whole lot of pain. Mostly financial pain. Because I was in plenty of betting pools, like mortality by 25, mortality through his own doing by 27, mortality through his own doing by 28, and I'm pretty in the hole right now, and right now I would like to wish you a very restful 2016. So I took the night off from work to be here, because I thought it would be slightly more entertaining than mopping floors. And it took me a long time to come up with jokes for tonight, because I had a roast for myself on my 29th birthday, and I found that a lot of the jokes either included Nick or were directed right at Nick. Because even not being in a band with him, he somehow steals my thunder. But I didn't want to go stealing jokes and reusing stuff that's already been done, because if I were interested in doing that, I would still compete in poetry slams. And that led me to the moral and ethical question, is it even really fair to make fun of this guy? Just look at him. Is it like morally and ethically okay to make fun of Nick Davis? What could you possibly say about this smelly, disheveled mess of a man-child that would make a point better than what Mother Nature has already done?
I did that to you. I did that.
Son of a bitch. Stealing my thunder once again. I'm going to repeat that again. Smelly, disheveled mess of a man-child. Mother Nature has conjured for us all to pull him Nelson Muntz act. I'm going to do that right now. Because Mother Nature really did do some impressive stuff. With the bacteria and fungus cultures growing on this man right here, I am pretty sure we could cure cancer. So I didn't really want to roast him because I love this man. I really do. I love you, Nikki. I don't love you as though you were a brother. I don't love you like you're a close friend. I don't love you like you're my childhood pet, or even my neighbor's childhood pet. I don't love you like I did my pet rock. I don't even love you like that high E string that I broke the other day. I love you more like the stain on my mattress sheets. That just reminds me that I had a good time once. So with that, happy 30th birthday, Nick Davis. You smelly bastard. I love you. Take care.
Son of a gun.
That was Cowboy Matt Hopewell. Come here. here next to the stage, a man that, a woman who may shed some amazing light on Nicholas Earl Davis's poetry career. I don't know, I've been drinking whiskey because I can't handle this level of comedy. Please make some noise for Sarah Sapienza.
Hey, buddy.
I didn't think you were here.
You saw me walk in.
Oh, yeah.
You actually smiled and you waved. I don't have anything prepared. I wasn't planning on being here. My understanding of a roast is that it's this, you're supposed to sort of make fun of all of the sort of obvious things about someone, which I think speaks to Nick's creativity, that this was his idea. This is like the easiest thing I think anybody who's coming up could possibly do. Nick Davis has always struck me as a man who just got out of some relatively large kiddie pool filled with grape jelly. And given who we're talking about, it's well within the realm of possibility that he did actually find a kiddie pool full of grape jelly. I started a couple months ago referring to Nick as Sticky, or Sticky Nicky, and no one really batted an eyelash. It was very clear to everyone who it was. There was no question. I have two. He tells me that he showers twice a day, which he would have to. I think if he smelled as bad as he looks, we wouldn't really be able to let him out of the house. But I have two quick Nick Davis stories. The first is the first time that I met Nick. It was his 21st birthday. I had never seen him before. I'd heard stories. I had no business being at Vincent's that night, and Nick was fucking obliterated, like just shit-faced. It was incredible. You'd never guess, right? Clearly, his first adult beverage. So I didn't want to spend, having just met him, I didn't want to spend the kind of money that would involve getting a man of his size and level of alcoholism drunk. So I decided the best thing to do would be to just ask the bartender for pints of water. And so the first time I gave him one, he sort of threw it back at a speed in which a normal human would start vomiting everywhere. And he looked at me and said, "This isn't booze." And so I let maybe 15 minutes go by and I did it again. And he throws it back again and looks at me and goes, "This isn't booze." And this happened 3, 4, 5 times, and every time it was a fucking shock. At which point it became clear the sort of number of concussions that he had over the course of his life. But my favorite Nick Davis story, I'm so sorry. You're so disgusting. You are fucking gross. About a year ago.
Oh no.
About a year. Drink up, friend. Yep, nope.
Whoa! Whoa!
So about a year ago, I was working this very stressful job. I was in the middle of grad school. I worked this very stressful job. I come home, I do my homework. It's a shit day already. My boyfriend comes over, breaks up with me. Not a great day, right? And so my level of shock, right, this is clear, was to call Nick and say, "Can you please take care of me while I go on a fucking bender? Will you be the one that makes sure I don't go off the rails?" And so Nick says yes. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. We end up getting burritos, and I have a pretty bad nut allergy, and end up at. I don't know if we want to shift the focus of that guy. Yeah, let's hear it for fucking deathly allergies, you sack of shit. So I managed to eat nuts, right? There are nuts in my burrito. This is clearly my fucking day. And I tell Nick, "Dude, I am quickly losing the ability to breathe on my own." And so his response is to take the valet ticket, go wait for the car, get the car, slowly drive me to the emergency room. And he stayed with me for a while, which was great. He would sneak out every 20 minutes and go smoke a butt, and then come back. And at some point, he noticed the monitor above my head. I'm hooked up, I've got fucking IVs, all this shit. And he sees that my heart rate is there, and Nick climbs into the bed with me, this like teeny tiny little fucking twin hospital bed. He breaks the arm to make sure that I don't fall out. He like slams it down, climbs into bed with me, puts his tongue in my ear, and proceeds to say, "Baby, I can get that heart rate up." This is not a joke.
Doctor!
I believe that this is the worst thing, right? This has got to be the worst part of this
that not
whole
the worst
fucking
part?
thing. No, that's not the worst part. The worst part is that I then bring him home. I know, no, Jeff. Calm down. With a pickup line like that, I know, how could I fucking say no? And so we end up running into my my roommate and a stray that she's brought home, and Nick starts emptying his pockets. And there's cigarette butts on my fucking kitchen table. He's got packs of smokes. There's some lotto tickets. Like, it's just everywhere. It's disgusting. And the stray looks at me and goes, "So how long have you guys been married?" And that was actually the worst part of my day. I'm so glad that you have lasted as long as you have, and as preserved as you are.
I'm mostly pickled.
I think mostly is not, but yeah. So here's to Nick Davis. Happy birthday, babe.
That guy sounds like an asshole.
Like, I know you've been to the emergency room, I just didn't know you knew how to get there.